back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one.
All right, Coach, thank you. There's a look at New Era Field here in Orchard Park, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Buffalo Bills. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Let's go. 70, Indy. 55. I'm here all day. Check. Let's go.
On play action, they'll throw.
Here we go, again.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Morris. Room here to run. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 46 yards on the ground.
And the Steelers first down.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. On the ready. 50, hey, Charlie. He's
throwing on 1st down. Townsend. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Back to throw. Townsend. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Bravo.
50's to Mike. 50's to Mike.
I'm coming. Ready.
On third down, Townsend. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. On the return, it's White. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Let's go. Lock it. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got that. Move. Hey. Shoot.
On 1st and 10, Townsend. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Steelers' 18-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Spell. Go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They will run for the first time here with White. That one good for 33 and a first.
Ordinarily, 3rd down is a passing down, but how about that explosive run right there? And when you get a run like that, that means everything came together. Offensive linemen, they didn't just get to the first guys. They got to the 2nd level to help downfield. And I've always said, any run over 7 yards means the wide receivers have done an excellent job blocking downfield.
They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
Recon, 132 fighter. 15 line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. from 17 yards out. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Badgley on for the extra point.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Switch. Tight dog. Hey, exit. Fire.
Looking to throw. Townsend. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
That's another Bills. First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Let's go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
80 weapons. Hey, orbit. Ready.
Off-play action. Townsend. 20! Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
Ready. 70, Indy.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it first and goal.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Let's go now. 90, Wolf.
Hey, let's get this.
Look at me. Zipper. Get it.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
So we got me. He's checking. Crash.
To Johnson again. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They've got it down to the 3, but now this is third and goal. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The extra point splits the uprights, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. First down, here's White. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. Broken tackle. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hey, Delta. Now.
He's mine. He's mine. He's mine.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, Haywood. Ready?
They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Back to throw. Townsend. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On first down, Townsend. Past the 20. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big pickup of 38. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
Hey, Zoo. Go. Now.
2nd and 14. He's going to find Gallup here, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. From the gun, Townsend. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now the field goal team on for Buffalo. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good, and the Bills have come back to regain the lead. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. This is Morris. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They run with Morris. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake. Townsend. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Bills send the punter out, standing just outside his own goal line. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The first update now from a game going on in Cleveland, and it's the Browns out to the early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll set up to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Turkey's the mark. It's coming this way, Here we go. Let's go, Mike 50. Stop your whining. Here we go.
To throw on second down. Townsend, he's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Townsend into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Going deep to the end zone for Juju. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deion Jones gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Come on, set. 10 over. Hey, exit. Stand. Five.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Ready.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Hey, high 7. 2.
Looking to throw. Townsend. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there at 22.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now this throw caught left side. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
30 base.
Let him know.
Chopper! Hey. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Kerryon Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have once again taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start it on the ground with Morris. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Morris. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. He can't get him down. The pick up there, 5 yards.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They go right back to White here on 1st down. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Here's White, and some room to maneuver. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. And that'll be incomplete. Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football, 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
Well, let's just make it simple, and that's exactly why they trail.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First and goal, Pittsburgh.
They come out here in the eye. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll try to run it with Morris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, Haywood!
12 mine. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Here it comes. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50.
Throwing again. Townsend. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Under 10. Mike 50, Mike.
Throwing on 1st down. Townsend out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Off play action. Townsend. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Recon, 132 fighter.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Townsend. This one caught by Ridley. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 36.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Big Ed, big Ed, big Ed. Out, 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 out. Hey! Ready?
Now Johnson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Loss of 2 brings up second and 12 at the Steelers' 39-yard line.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up second and 12. They go to Johnson again. Uses the stiff arm. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game. Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Touchdown, Travis. Showing up, showing up.
Second and 9 now. And not wanting to take a shot out of the pocket, he tucks it and goes down.
I'll tell you who was excited by that play, and that was the defensive front. They didn't need any additional help. They got to him in a hurry. And right there, he had to make a big-time decision. I think he made the right one. Protect the football, then protect yourself.
Maybe not necessarily in that order.
He will never admit to that, but he's probably been about himself first.
Here we go, 50, 50, Mike 50. Now.
To throw on third down, Townsend. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Kerryon Johnson with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And now they have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. They stay on the ground with White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Come on, set, 50, play. We ain't giving them nothing to set. Yep. Give me 2 jet bombers, Get right. Watching you five. Got you, boy.
On third down, a run from White. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Badgley's kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Come on, QB, come on. Slam.
Hey, wahoo. Ready?
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. They try to take a shot there on 2nd down, and that leaves them, because of the incompletion, a very tricky 3rd and 10.
And with the time situation, you would expect them to try and get it all in this one play, but there's still enough time that if you can take something shorter, gain some yardage, make it a more manageable 4th down if you need to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Smooth.
Back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Go. Leo. Come on. Shoot.
On 4th down, Townsend. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
10 Lobo.
Watch the screen.
Recon, 132 fighter. Get it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Here's Morris. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And you and I, we just looked at each other and kind of had the same thought. I don't think that we saw this result coming. If they were going to win, maybe at home, but not here on the road.
No, not at all. We thought that at the end, the strength would win out, and that didn't happen. But let's give them credit. Went on the road without being intimidated. Went on the road with not just belief, but a strong belief that they could pull it off, and took advantage of every opportunity in this one.
So for Pittsburgh, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bills, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. Give me a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made a killing and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win.